This is Alpha Fox to Victor. Are there any stations requiring fills? Over.
KK6NCU.
This is Alpha Fox to Victor. KK6NCU. Go ahead.
After drill, area 1, there was another word before what Frank repeated. Out.
This is Alpha Fox to Victor. The message is drill. Everyone stay. I spell Sierra Tango Alpha Yankee. Stay safe over the holidays. KK6NCU. Does that complete your fill? Over.
Yes, I must have had a mistake. Completes my fill, and I roger the message. KK6NCU out.
This is Alpha Fox to Victor. All stations beginning with K5EVI. Roger the message and order a check-in. Over.
This is K5EVI. Roger, out.
KB1AVE Mobile, Roger, out.
KK6NCU, roger, out.
November 2, Mike Charlie. Roger, out.
Whiskey 2 Alpha, Alpha Kilo, Roger, out.
This is KD2HDD, Roger, out. DJ2A, Roger, out.
This is Alpha Fox to Victor. Are there any additional registered RACI stations or relays in any location wishing to check in? Give your county, followed by your call sign. Over. This is Alpha Fox to Victor. K5EVI. Will you verify total stations in net to be 8 with 8 roger in the message? Over.
W2WCR repeater.
This is K5EVI. I roger 8 with 8 rogering the message. Out.
This is Alpha Fox to Victor. K5EVI. Will you critique this evening's session? Over.
This is K5EI. I think that was directed at me. I missed it. Over.
This is Alpha Fox to Victor. K5EVI. Will you critique the evening session? Over.
This is K5EVI. Roger. Straightforward. Thanks for taking the net. I thought Art was supposed to be having it tonight. At least that's what I wrote down on my note over here, and I was ill prepared, so I'm sorry about that. Thanks for taking the net. All straightforward. Everything worked good. And 8 isn't too bad for a Wednesday after Christmas, or a Tuesday after Christmas. K5EVI, back to net.
This is Alpha Fox to Victor. Are there any stations that would like to critique the net? Over.
Kilo Bravo 1, India Victor Echo Mobile, over.
November 2, Mike Charlie, over.
This is Alpha Fox to Victor. Recognize Kilo Bravo 1, Indy Victor Echo. Go ahead. And then November 2, Mike Charlie, you follow. Over.
Thank you, sir. The only thing I've missed on that, you forgot to put the year on it, on the end. So I hate to nitpick, but it could be just that. And what are we going to do if the ball jams and we don't go to 2021? So keep you one AVE. Over.
This is Alpha Fox to Victor. I don't think we've put the year on anything so far. I haven't seen it yet, and for as long as I've been doing it, and none of the other ones I've seen. As far as 2021, yeah, I'm not sure how to answer that question. Yeah, I'll leave it to somebody who has done this a lot more to answer that question. So Alpha Fox to Victor, N2MC, go ahead with your query.
This is N2MC, and yeah, normally we don't put the year on it, especially on the radiogram form. I include the year on the 213 form because the automatic fill-in, I think, puts it in. I think that's what we were figuring on that one. Yeah, and since it's more for emergency communications, we know that it's not going to be something from last year, December. So that's that one. And normally, Chris, where you say numbers, so when you said like numbers 7 or number 7, we normally say the word figures. So most of the time you don't have to say figures in the heading, but just in the body of the message. So yeah, that's one for you. Other than that, fantastic. Yeah, I was just pulling down my notebook because I was going to take it, and you said, "Yep, I'll take it," and everything worked out fantastically. So, thanks for taking it. Good job having the message handy, and getting her done. That's what we need to do because in case of an emergency, somebody is going to have to pick up the net, no matter what happens. If there's a problem, somebody's just going to have to grab it and run with it. So that's what we did tonight. So, very good job. And if you need somebody for next week, you can write me down unless somebody else wants to take it. N2MC, back to net, out.
This is Alpha Foxy Victor. Yeah, as far as the figures, numbers, yeah, I was trying to get through it as quick as I could, and I completely forgot about that on how we say that. But that's all right. I'll correct myself for the next time I have it. And yes, I don't remember the years, but I know on the front of the page, on the very first page under date, right above the time. Usually I've seen the full date, so it would be December 29, 2020. Just on the actual message page, I've never seen the year, so I think that's how we've been always running, so I can keep it that way. So, all right. Are there any other announcements or queries for the net? Over.
K5 VVI with an announcement. Over.
This is Alpha Fox 2 Victor, K5 VVI. Go ahead with your announcement.
This is K5 VVI. Still time to sign up for January 9th testing and volunteer examiners. You can sign up there also. Go to W2WCR.org and click on the tech test exams and fill in the information, and we got you up. So far, we have about 5 or 6 people signed up for the test and about 4 or 5 VEs. Back to net. Over.
This is Alpha Fox 2 Victor. I would say we'll need a net control for next week, but N2MC is rogered up for that, so N2MC will be net control for next week. Over. All right, this is Alpha Fox 2 Victor, net control in the Radio Amateur Civil Emergency Service. All stations may secure. We would like to thank all the stations who have checked in and those who have stood by while the net was in progress. We'd also like to thank the Warren County Office of Emergency Services for the use of the repeater system. If you'd like to find out more about the Warren County Radio Club, RACES, or ARIES, check out W2WCR.org. We are always looking for more operators, and everyone is welcome. Out. This is Alpha Fox 2 Victor, closing the net and returning repeaters to normal amateur use at 1924. Out.
AF2V, KB1IPU, the mobile.
AF2V, go ahead, Steve.
My apologies. Just got confused over the different message formats. I know sometimes it's there, sometimes it isn't. I have heard it put on there before, so my apologies.
No need to apologize, man, because it's a good question. Because I when I first started doing this, I'm like, why don't we put the year? But I never seen anybody else do it, and I've only never done it on the front page, so it's not a bad question. If you have the question, somebody else most likely has the question. Especially somebody who hasn't done it before, or maybe some of the people who are listening in, and eventually start taking net control at that point. They may have the question now, and it's good to answer for them. So yeah, that's no big deal. And hey, listen, I screwed something up tonight, so we're all human, we all make mistakes. So as long as you learn from it, that's all that counts.
W2WCR Repeater.
Yep, and one of these days I will take it. But with my work schedule at the moment, I never know when I'm getting out. So I will gladly take it one time, but we'll have to wait for that space to open up.
I wasn't planning on taking it tonight either, but I didn't hear the tones go off. It was 7 o'clock. I heard Frank, asking where Art was, and I was like, crap. So I just kind of, whipped open the binder, wrote a message down real quick, and said, all right, I'll take it. And basically I was like writing the entire message as we were going through the net anyway. So it was kind of like making stuff up on the fly.
Isn't that what we do most of the time anyway?
Yeah, definitely. I tell you, I've gotten very good at improvising over my life when it comes to things like this. Either, whatever this is, or fixing stuff, or, changing positions on things, or, last minute, hiccups or whatever. It comes with the territory of being in the military, and it comes with the territory of being in the fire service and EMS. So, a lot of you on here know exactly what I'm talking about.
I know. Oh, too well. Know what you're talking about, sir. I do. Anyway, I'm about to be destinated at home, and thank you so much. Appreciate you running the net, stepping up, and we'll catch up with you later. Have yourself a safe evening.
All right, roger that, Steve. Yeah, it's not like I'm going anywhere. I'm quarantined until the 4th, so I get to sit home and play radio.
Ooh. Oh, that's not good. Well, it isn't a way to get to the home play radio, but, yeah, well, it is what it is. It's the sign of the times at the moment, unfortunately.
Yeah, pretty much. Kim got sick. We were all together Christmas Day for dinner, and then the next day she ended up testing positive. So basically, there's her, Zach, me, my daughter, her parents. We're all quarantined.
Yeah, that sucks, man. Hopefully it turns into nothing. Anyway, we will catch up with you later. And enjoy playing radio.
All right, Steve. 7-3. AFTV listening.
7-3. KB1IPU mobile.
Hey, Chris, I just sent you. I just forwarded an email to you.
What's it about, Bill?
Stand by.
AF2V, great job. KK6NCU.
All right, I'm back. Our cleaning people just called. They've been exposed to COVID, and they're not going to come tomorrow morning. So, but I just sent you an email that says New York State has changed the quarantine period for persons exposed to COVID from 14 to 10 days. That came from fire control.
Yeah, I see that. I got the letter from Schenectady County today for both me and my daughter, and it says we are quarantined from the 25th to the 4th. So I got to figure out whether that includes the 4th or not, because it says to the 4th, not including the 4th. So I'll have to call them tomorrow and figure out what the story is.
Yep, Roger.
KD2PHK.
KD2HTD, hello, Pete.
Hey, Bill, I noticed Chris conveniently got quarantined after he got his 7,300.
Well, you know, Leroy Jethro Gibbs says there's no such thing as a coincidence, but you know, I think it's a coincidence.
Comment.
The floor is yours.
I said no comment. I'm not even going to confirm that one.
All right, good one. But have some fun with it anyway. KD2PHK, just listening.
Pete, I absolutely love this radio. Yeah, it was a coincidence. You know, everybody was fine on Christmas, and the next day she called me in the morning and said her throat was killing her head was killing her, and she was going to get checked out. And she called me a couple hours later and told me she got tested positive. I was like, well, holy crap, everybody was perfectly fine the night before. Like, you wouldn't even know anybody was sick. So it's amazing how that stuff can creep up on you. We're not even sure where she got it from because she doesn't even do anything. She's immunocompromised, so she doesn't really go anywhere other than the work. And, running around, doing normal errands, and she's pretty much masked up and gloved up the whole time. So how she got it, nobody's really even sure.
Roger, well, I wish you folks the best. I mean, yeah, this is certainly a weird disease, but I'm not saying anything you don't know. Yeah, I certainly wish you the best.
I appreciate it. I heard you guys were doing some 2-meter sideband earlier. Did you guys ever get through with that and make it?
It did not work. I could not get through to Bennington, Vermont. And I was cranking about 80 watts, and he was doing about 15, but he couldn't hear me. So I don't know. Yeah, I just decided to do a pre-trial on 144.205 upper sideband, and nothing came about. So possibly I'm doing something wrong. We'll find out tomorrow, I guess.
All right, well, if you want to give me a little bit, we can try again later. I got to get this Racy's net form emailed out to everybody and then finish up a couple things here. But if you want to try in a little while, you and I can try.
W2WCR repeater. Yeah, absolutely. Give me a holler, and I'll leave the radio on, and sure, I'd be interested to see if it works, because I've never used the 746 on 2-meter, but there's no reason why it shouldn't work. So yeah, I'll wait for your call. KD2PHK listening.
All right, I'll give you a holler a little bit, Pete. Hey, SUV, I'm going to be listening, but Working on paperwork.